Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Tars World. So today we are going to learn chapter 1 of grade 6 mathematics, which is knowing your numbers. So let's begin the show without any further delays. So in this video we are going to learn comparing numbers, forming numbers using digits, large numbers and systems of numeration. And in the next upcoming video we are going to learn large numbers in real life, estimation, brackets for solving, and Roman numerals. So let's begin with comparing numbers. When we are comparing two numbers, we have to remember the following rules. So to compare numbers, we have a set of rules. When we follow the rules, we can compare numbers easily. So the first rule says, if the number of digits in the given number is not same, then the number with greater number of digits is greater. So here they are saying when we take two numbers, so here we consider an example as 6535 and 250. And here we should check the digits. So what are digits? So if I take an example of 634, so 64, if I take an example of 64 and if I say what are the digits? So you can see 6 and 4, right? So 6 and 4 are the digits. So how many digits are there? 1 and 2. So there are two digits. So these are called as digits, just the numbers. Digits means the numbers of the given number. So here also we should check the digits. So in the first number we have 1, 2, 3, 4. So in 6535 we have 4 digits. And in 250, let's check it. So 1, 2, 3. So we have 3 digits. So now let me ask you a simple question. Is 4 greater or 3 greater? So obviously 4 is greater than 3, right? Yeah, 4 is greater than 3. So hence 6535 is greater than 250. So as the number with more digits is greater, the number with more digits is greater. So if the digits are different, we can just compare their digits and we can finally say that this number is greater than this. But if the digits are equal, for example 23 and 32. Okay. So how many digits are there? So 1, 2. In the first number we have 2 digits and in the second number 1 and 2. So in the second number also we have 2 digits. So can we say that these two numbers are equal? Yeah, 23 and 32 are equal. No, right? Okay, let me take a smaller example. 9 and 6. Now if I ask you, is 9 greater or 6 greater? You will obviously say 9 is greater. But now if I check according to the rule 1, which is here we have one digit and here also we have one digit. One digit. Right? So can I say that 9 and 6 are equal? You will say no, right? So 9 and 6 are not equal. So we can't say that if digits are equal, we can't say the numbers are also equal. So we have the second rule to compare the numbers with equal digits. So the second rule is if the number of digits in the given number are same, then compare the digits at the leftmost place of both the numbers. The number with larger digit will be greater than the number with smaller digit. So as I told, 23 and 32, if we compare these two numbers, they are saying that first we should check the digits. So you all know, right? The digits are equal. And if the digits are equal, we should check the leftmost digit. So the leftmost digit of 23 is 2 and the leftmost digit of 32 is 3. Now again let me ask you a simple question. Is 3 greater or 2 greater? Obviously 3 is greater than 2, right? Hence 32 is greater than 23. So what we did here is, first we checked their digits, so digits are equal, and then we moved on to the next rule, which they said is we should check the leftmost digit. And when we check the leftmost digit, we should check the place. The number with greater digit will be greater. So when we checked 2 and 3, 3 was greater than 2, right? So 32 was greater than 23. Like this, in the first rule, we should compare just the digits. And if the digits are equal, we should compare the leftmost digit. So now let's move on to the third rule. So the third rule is, if the digits at the leftmost place are same, then compare their second digits from the left. If the second digits from the left are unequal in value, the number with greater digit is greater. So let me take another example. So 865 and 893. So 865 and 893. So now first we should check the digits, right? So 1, 2, 3. So in the first number we have 3 digits, and in the second number we have 1, 2, 3. Again we have 3 digits. So 3 and 3 are equal. So if the digits are equal, we should compare the leftmost digit. So the leftmost digit of 865 is 8 and the leftmost digit of 893 is also 8. So 8 and 8 are equal, right? So I can't say that 865 and 893 are equal. They are unequal, right? So if the digits from the left are equal, then we should compare the next digit and go so on. We should keep on comparing till we get unequal digits. So first we compared 8, right? And 8 and 8 are equal. Now we should compare the next digit from the left. So 8 we already compared. So after 8 here we have 6 and here in the second number we have 9. So again, here you can see that 9 is greater than 6, right? Hence 893 is greater than 865. So, if the digits from the left are equal, we should compare the next digit and so on. We should keep on comparing till we get unequal digits. We should keep on comparing. So, you can see that 893 is greater than 865. So, if the first digits as well the second digits from the left of the given numbers are same, then we compare their third digit and continue until we come across unequal digits at corresponding places. So, first we compare their leftmost digit, the first leftmost digit, and then we compare their second leftmost digit. Okay. But if the second leftmost digit is also equal, we keep on comparing their next digit, third digit. So let me take an example. So 8653 and 8693. So now if we compare their leftmost digit, so 8 and 8 are equal. So next digit. So next digit is 6 and 6. So 6 and 6 are also equal. Then if the first and the second digit is also equal, then we compare the third digit and keep on comparing till we get unequal digits as I told. So if the next digit is, after 8 and 6 we have 5 here and here also we have 9. So if we compare 5 and 9, 9 is greater than 5, right? So 8693 is greater than 8653. So we should keep on comparing till we get unequal digits. So here we have some more examples. So the first example is 3,456 and 1,253. So this just check the digits, right? So in the first number we have 6 digits and in the second number we have 4 digits. So you can see here that 6 is greater than 4, right? So hence 3,456 is greater than 1,253. So the next example we have is 5,648 and 3,977. So they just check the digits and the digits were 4 and 4. So 4 and 4 were equal. So at that time they checked their leftmost digit as I told. So the number of digits in both numbers is 4. So we will compare the leftmost digit of the two numbers 5,648 and 3,977. Now we should check the leftmost digit, right? So we have 5 and 3. You can see that 5 is greater than 3. Hence 5,648 is greater than 3,977. So now let's begin with forming numbers using digits. So numbers can be arranged in ascending order or descending order by comparing them. So numbers can be arranged either in ascending order or descending order. So in ascending order, if the numbers are arranged from small to big, then it's known as the ascending order. So only if the numbers in the order of small to big, if they are arranged, then it's known as the ascending order. So let's take an example. So the example is 2, 3, 4, 5. So these numbers are arranged in ascending order. So how can I say that these numbers are arranged in ascending order? Because you can see that 2 is the smallest number and 3 is greater than 2 and 4 is greater than 3 and 5 is the greatest. So you can see the order is going from smallest number to the largest number. So if the numbers are arranged from small to big, then it's known as ascending order. So these numbers are arranged in ascending order. So now this was ascending order. But now there is descending order too. So descending order means if the numbers are arranged from big to small, then it's a descending order. So ascending order and descending order are opposite. In ascending order, the numbers will be arranged from small to big. And in descending order, the numbers will be arranged from big to small. So let's take an example of descending order. So 5. So these digits which I took for ascending order, if we should arrange these digits only in descending order, it will be just the opposite. So the greatest number you can see here is 5. So 5 will be in first. Because we are going in big to small, right? First we should take biggest number. And then the next biggest number is 4. So then we will have 4. And then we get 3. 3 is smaller than 4. And 2 is the smallest here. So 2 will be in the last. So you can see 5 is the greatest number and it is going to the least number, which is 2. So you can see the order is from big to small. So here we can say that these numbers are arranged in descending order. So these numbers are arranged in descending order. So in ascending order, the number will be arranged from small to big, and in descending order, the numbers will be arranged from big to small. So we have another example. So we have the digits 5, 9, 8 and 2. So we should arrange them in ascending order and in the descending order. So the ascending order will be 2, 5, 8, 9. How? Because it goes in the order small to big. So it goes in the order small to big, right? So then it's ascending order. You can see, right? 2, 5, 8, 9. From smallest number, which is 2, it's going to the greatest number, which is 9. So this is known as ascending order. Now we should arrange the numbers in descending order too. So in descending order, it will be 9, 8, 5, 2. So you can see the order goes on big to small. You can see 9 is the smallest number, so 9 is the largest number and 2 is the smallest number. From biggest number, which is 9, it's coming to the smallest number, which is 2. So this is in descending order. So like this, we can form digits using ascending order and descending order. So we have large numbers now. So in large numbers, so largest two-digit number, as you all know, is 99. The largest two-digit number is 99. And when we add 1 to it, we will get the smallest three-digit number, which is 100. And we have the largest three-digit number, which is 999. You all know, right? 999 is largest three-digit number. And when we add 1 to it, we'll get the smallest four-digit number, which is 1000. And we have the largest four-digit number, which is 9999. And when we add 1 to it, we will get the smallest five-digit number, which is 10,000. The smallest five-digit number is called as 10,000. So, five-digit numbers. Consider the number 32,569. So, the place value chart will be, so first we have units place value and this units place value is also known as ones. You can call it units or ones, anything. So we have units, tens, hundreds, thousands, and as I told, the smallest five-digit number is 10,000. So, for the leftmost digit in a five-digit number, the place value is called 10,000. So, the five-digit place value is called as 10,000. So, five-digit numbers, consider the number 32,569. Expand form of five-digit number will be written as, so we have the expanded form of number 32,567. So the expanded form, how to write expanded form? So first we should write the number. So the first number we have is 3. So they wrote 3 and its place value, which is 10,000, and addition sign, and again 2 we have and its place value into its place value, and so on. So let me take another example. So 5, 6, 8, 7, 9. So we have 56,879. So what we should do first? We should check the first digit, which is 5. So 5 into its place value, which is 10,000. Plus we have 6, which is the next digit, into its place value, which is 1000, plus 8 into its place value, which is 100, plus 7 into its place value, which is 10. And after 7, we have 9, plus 9 into its place value, which is 1. So this will be the expanded form of 56,879. So like this, we expand the numbers. So 6-digit numbers. Consider the number 1,32,567. So for the leftmost digit in a 6-digit number, the place value is called lakh. So first we have units or ones, and when we have 10, and then we have tens, hundreds, thousands, and the smallest 5-digit number is 10,000, and then the place value comes lakh. So the 6-digit number place value is called lakh. So moving in the same way, the smallest 7-digit number is called 10 lakh. So the smallest 8-digit number is called 1 crore. See, the first we have is ones. We can call it ones or units. And we have tens, hundreds, and then thousands, and then 10,000s, and then lakh, and then here we have 10 lakh and 1 crore. So this is the place value. So now let's begin with systems of numeration. So the first system we have is the Indian system of numeration. So consider the number 78321859. To make it easy, we place commas. So it's very big number to see, right? So to make it a smaller and easy to read, we put commas. So in Indian system, after every 3 digits, we will put the first comma, and after every 2 digits, the second comma, and so on. Only the first comma will be after every 3 digits, and then we continue after every 2 digits. We'll put the comma after every 2 digits. So we have the number. So the first comma you can see is after every 3 digits from right. Only the first comma is after every 3 digits. Only the first comma. Afterwards it will be after every 2 digits. So you can see the second comma is after every 2 digits. It's after every 2 digits. And the next comma is after every 2 digits. The other comma is after every 2 digits again. Only the first comma you can see is after every 3 digits, and then we put commas after every 2 digits. So like this we put the commas in Indian system of numeration. So here we have a place value chart. So there are some periods. So we have ones period, and in ones period we have the place values ones, tens, hundreds, and in thousands period we have thousands and 10,000s, and in lakhs period we have lakhs and 10 lakhs, and in crores period we have crores and 10 crores. And we have an example, 7,83,21,859. So you can see 7 is in crores period and crores place value. 8 is in lakhs period and 10 lakhs place value. So 3 is in lakhs period. It's in lakhs period only, but 10 lakhs place value. 8 was in 10 lakhs place value, but 3 is in lakhs place value. And 2 is in thousands period and 10,000 place value. 1 is in thousands period, but thousands place value. 8 is in ones period and hundreds place value. And 5 is in ones period and tens place value. And 9 is in ones period and ones place value. So this is the place value chart with place values and its periods. So this was the Indian system. Now the next system we have is International System of Numeration. So to make it easy, we put the commas, right? So in Indian system, we put the commas after every 3 digits. The first comma is after every 3 digits, and then we put the commas after every two digits. But in international system, we only put the commas after every three digits. After every 3 digits, first comma, after every 3 digits, second comma, and so on. So after every 3 digits, we put the commas in International System of Numeration. So again we have a place value chart. So in ones period, we have ones, tens, hundreds, and in thousands period, we have thousands and 10,000s. So in after 10,000, still 10,000s, it's same in Indian system and international system. But after 10,000s, in international system, we have 100,000s. And in millions period, we have million, 10 million, and 100 million. So we have an example, 78,321,859. So 7 is in millions period and 10 millions place value. 8 is in millions period and millions place value. 3 is in thousands period and 100,000s place value. 2 is in thousands period and 10,000s place value. And 1 is in thousands period and thousands place value. And 8 is in ones period and hundreds place value. So 5 is in ones period but tens place value. And 9 is in ones period and ones place value. So this is the Indian system. So we have Indian system. So we have Indian system and international system. So these are the two systems of numeration. So till now we learned place value, periods, how to put commas. So now we are going to learn how to number the name. So we have the number and how to name it. So we have example 7, 8, 3, 2, 1, 8, 5, 9. So they already placed the commas. So after every 3 digits and 2 digits. So now the first number we have is 7. So they wrote 7 and 7 is in crores period. So they wrote 7 crore. And we have 8 and 3 in lakhs period. So we don't call it like 80 lakh and 3 lakh. We don't call it like that. We read it together. Like how you read 59, 64, 34, right? Like that we read 83 lakh together. We call it 83 lakh together we read. And we have 21,000 and 859. As you all know how to read 859. So the whole number is named as 7 crore 83 lakh 21,859. So the next system we are going to learn is international system. So again, here also we are going to learn about number name. Here we learned about Indian system number name. Now international system number name. So we have 7832189. So they already placed the commas, which is after every 3 digits first comma, after every 3 digits the second comma, and so on. So first we have 78 in millions period. So they wrote 78 million. As I told, you should read it together. So they wrote 78 million and 321,000. So they are reading together. So 321,859. So the whole number is named as 78,321,859. So that's it for this video. Thank you for watching this video. Like this video, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe my channel. Thank you for watching this video.